everybody, it's Katura here, and we are doing another movie review. This time it's going to be Night of the Living Dead, 1968, the original by George A. Romero, starring Dwayne Jones, who was the first African American to star in a mainstream horror film, which was phenomenal. That was a great achievement back in 1968, and he gave such a wonderful performance. And I want to talk about one thing that bothers me about that movie, as well as the second episode of The Walking Dead, the TV show on AMC. If you noticed, the zombies in both the movie and the second episode of the TV show, they actually have weapons. They pick up bricks, they pick up cinder blocks, they pick up boulders, and they try to break into places to get to the people that are alive, which to me doesn't really make sense if you have absolutely zero function to your brain other than, you want to eat meat. And that's the only thing that kind of throws me off about the movie, A Night of the Living Dead. And also, if you notice, there is something definitely strange about the zombies in Night of the Living Dead. If you noticed, when Ben, played by Dwayne Jones, when he throws the chair out of the back porch and sets it on fire, the zombies back away, like Frankenstein does in the classic Frankenstein stories, like they're afraid of fire. But in the most recent zombie films, they're not afraid of fire. They walk right on through it, like there's nothing there. They catch on fire and they don't care. They don't move. They're not bothered by fire at all. Also, one thing in Night of the Living Dead that I did notice is that when they were showing a movie broadcast, it said that all are infected and you don't have to get bit. Death from whatever cause can reanimate your body, which is really strange because you're also talking about some kind of radiation and like a space trip. Something happened where something brought radiation back to Earth, and I guess it affected the brain, and you have to kill the brain and set the body on fire. And also, one of the things that really bummed me out about the movie was the ending. I thought the ending really bummed me out. I thought the fact that the people at the end of the movie didn't even go in to investigate inside the house and see that Ben was still alive, then he was a person and in fact not a zombie, then Ben would have survived. But it was just that one guy. All it took was that one guy to say that he saw movement inside the house to have them just shoot Ben, which really sucked, basically. And I was really bummed out by that, as I'm sure a lot of you were who've seen Night of the Living Dead, and I'm pretty sure all of you zombie fanatics have definitely seen Night of the Living Dead, and if you haven't, you need to hop on that bandwagon because it's an excellent movie if you are a fan of zombies like myself, because that's what started my zombie obsession with Night of the Living Dead, The Walking Dead, Dawn of the Dead. I think you're noticing a theme here. I love zombie movies and zombies TV shows. Also, I want to talk about the legacy that the stars of the film leave behind. At least Dwayne Jones, because he passed away in 1998. I think he had a heart attack. So he never got to see what an impact his legacy in the African American community as well as in the film industry left. If it wasn't for him, I don't think it would have had characters like King Ezekiel from The Walking Dead or any of the other, incredible characters that are on that show, or Mekhi Phifer and Dawn of the Dead. I mean, those are just some iconic roles in the film industry, especially King Ezekiel. I am totally on his side, except for when he told Daryl that he's not allowed to be with Carol and himself. That really sucked. But anyway, that's off topic. If it weren't for this movie and this film and George A. Romero, Dwayne Jones, Judy O'Day, I don't know exactly what I'd be obsessed with in film. Probably Ghost. That's probably something I'd be obsessed with. That sounds like something that I would be obsessed with if I'm obsessed with zombies. But yeah, And I want to leave you with these words or with this thought, and we can discuss it in the comments below. In the movie, there is a kind of like a battle of between the cellar and the house. Where would you rather hide in an apocalyptic scenario like the zombie apocalypse or any kind of apocalypse that comes to mind? Would you hide downstairs in a cellar where there's only one exit and no windows, nowhere to escape if you got cornered? Or would you actually rather hide in the top part of the house, the part that has more than one exit, but a lot of windows and a lot of visibility, so if anything happens, it's really easy to attack you in the house. You could people can break the windows, they can break the doors down, they can chase you upstairs. Where would you rather hide, or where would you rather hold up in a zombie-like apocalypse, or any kind of apocalypse at all? Where would you hide? Me, I would definitely hide in the house and not downstairs in the cellar, because if something did happen and there's only one exit, one way in and one way out, you would be cornered and you would be dead. That's it. But let's see. That is my take on Night of the Living Dead. That is my take on Dwayne Jones and the late Dwayne Jones and the late George A. Romero. That's my take on their legacy. I absolutely love the movie. If you haven't seen it and you're a fan of zombie horror films like I am, you need to see it. I don't know what's holding you up, because it's probably a few bucks on Amazon. Alright, you guys, this is Katura. Peace. Peace. I love you guys. Namaste. Good night.